Good morning. I'm going to try again. I don't know what was happening um, when I first got on. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Elkie of Savvy Moms Unite, where I teach moms how to live a simple, practical, and realistic life. So, just a little bit of background. I am an educator, I'm an author, and life coach. I have been coaching women in a very informal way for years. I decided to really take it and make it professional. So that's been my goal, is to really coach moms, in particular single moms, because that I'm a single mom. I've been a single mom since my daughter was born. It was 2 weeks after she was born is when her father and I separated. So I've been managing parenting on my own for a good chunk of time, but with the support of family and friends. I always give the shout out to my family and my friends for supporting me on my journey. Now, the reason I'm doing this scope, and just for those of you that came on, good morning. My name is Savvy. My name is Elkie of Savvy Moms Unite, where I teach moms how to live a practical, realistic life. And my goal is to coach moms, single moms in particular, on achieving their dreams and managing all their life responsibilities. And so I read an article. Thank you for the hearts. I read an article this morning that really struck a chord with me. It really turned me off because it was so negative towards single moms. It was written by a man. And actually, the actual article is on my Facebook page, which is called Savvy Moms Unite on Facebook. I know. Thanks, Dana. I know. I'm feeling the orange this morning. So he wrote this article where he was like, don't date single mothers. And he gave 15 reasons. He gave 15 reasons why you shouldn't date a single mom. And some of these reasons were awful. Like, they were really bad. Like, they were terrible. I mean, yes, some of them were based on things, like true things. But in terms of his reaction to those things, it was very negative. So one of the things he said that really had me like, oh my gosh, he was like, their kids will hate you. And so he's like, he was like, seriously, get the hell out of there because their kids will hate you. And so I just was like, okay, of course there's going to be some transition and some adjustments to another person coming into the life of a single mom who's not the biological parent of that child. Yes, very close-minded. So of course they're not going to like you the first day they meet you. If they do, I got to worry about them. Like, it's going to take time for them to get to know you and understand you. And I don't agree with introducing your children to a person you've been dating for a short period of time. I think if it's something serious, then yes, introduce them. But not every, what we say in my culture, not every Tom, Dick, and Harry need to meet, my kid. So that was like, really, really sad. And then he then said, an entitled attitude. Single mothers think because she has a baby out of wedlock, the world owes her everything. I don't believe the world owes me a damn thing. And I'm going to keep this 100. I don't believe that. I never believed that. I always believed that I have to work for what I get. And so to even put that out there, like, I don't believe there's a ton of single moms feeling that way. I think we work pretty hard to get what we get. And it's really difficult. It's a challenging life. If I had a choice, I would not have made the choice to be a single mother. I always say that. I didn't go into my situation going, I want to raise this kid by myself. I wanted to raise my daughter with my partner who I was with. I wanted him to be a part of both our lives. But we made that decision because we both needed space. So, the fact that people owe me, talking about collecting food stamps and being on welfare and relying on child support, I just don't think that's the case for all single moms or even a good chunk of single mothers. It's already a struggle to live And then when you have to take care of a kid and work, child care is freaking mortgage. Like, I remember paying $12,000 to $14,000 a year on daycare when my daughter was 3 years old. So it's not cheap to get quality care for your kid. So if some women decide, I might need to stay home and get some support while I build my career, then if they need the support is out there to help them, let them help themselves. But I don't think that's the majority of the single mothers. I'm an educated woman. I have 2 degrees. I've been working since I was 15 years old. I've never relied on people to take care of me all the time. I try my best to do for myself. And even at my hardest times, I still had to go on WIC. I was on WIC when my daughter was born. Until my daughter was 5 years old, I was on WIC because I needed that help. Even though I had a degree and I had a job, I couldn't afford to live. I couldn't afford it because it's too damn expensive. So for someone to fault a woman for looking for support and getting on them about that and still trying, it's like, really. So I just feel this person was bitter. Some woman hurt his feelings, and he just had to put it on a blog. And you know what's great about America? Anyone can have an opinion. Anyone can feel what they feel. They can speak their mind. They have that freedom. But as much as they have the freedom to speak, I have the freedom and the right to counter that and just say, I know plenty of single moms who don't fit a lot of the negative stereotypes that are out there about single moms. And you know what's incredible? So when I was in grad school, I did research on single mothers. I wanted to find any research that was done on single mothers in a positive light, and also working middle to upper middle class single mothers, and the perception it was of a woman who was of a certain status versus a woman who was working poor, or just poor in general, that was at the poverty line. And oh my God, the stuff that I was reading was pretty sad. So women who were of middle to upper class, who were either divorced or widowed or just separated from their spouse, had more positive attributes in their description in the research that I found, versus women who were working poor or just below the poverty level. It was so negative. And how fascinating it was to really see what the perception was of these women, and just based on their work and their money, how much money they had in the bank, was how they were determined. I'm like, I was an educated woman and still felt that those negative comments and people saying stuff like, you're an educated woman, what are you doing that's ghetto to raise a kid on your own. I'm like, that's not ghetto. Some women don't have a choice. Like, you may have to raise your kid on your own and do it the best way you can. So it's really sad, the negative perceptions that are out there of single moms. And one of the things that I use to deal with it is I try to defy those expectations. The first thing I tell someone is, yep, I'm a single mom, master's degree holder, educator, author, businesswoman. What you got to say now? And I try to have people deal with those assumptions, because, we come in various forms, and there's multiple reasons why we might be a single parent. And there's joy. Like, I love the relationship I have with my child, and I appreciate the connection we have, and I appreciate her father, who's still involved, and has his own relationship with her, and our co-parent relationship that we've had to build over the years. So just that article struck me, and I want you to go on my site and read it, because it's really interesting, some of the points this particular person brought to light, and how it's very sad that still single moms are dealing with these negative perceptions. So if you want to check out the article, go to my Facebook page, Savvy Moms Unite, like it, share it, and check it out. And then also follow me on Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram, SavvyMomElkie. I try to put out some inspirational stuff, some parenting tips, and things to just help you live a life that you can enjoy. So thanks again for checking out my Periscope. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.